This is fucking live on Spotify. Back for
Live and recorded.
for the 5 millionth fucking time. We've had a hiatus.
I thought you was going to say we've had a hate crime.
And
And
then-
if you'd like to listen to that hate crime, join patreon.com/truthseeking.
No, you tried to force a hate crime yesterday that upon listening
I'm always trying.
was extremely fucking innocent on my part, and you're just a fuck.
It
You have
was.
hatred in your ears. You have
Oh, whoa. I don't have it in my ears. I have it in my veins.
a bigot's eardrum.
I do.
Can you imagine
Got
going to the
biggest-
doctors with
biggest
that?
brain. Yeah.
Oh, doc, I think I've got bigot's eardrum. Like, what is it? It's like I just hear the worst in every race.
You should hear what I want to call you right now, Doc.
Yeah, it's and I don't think it, but that's what I'm hearing.
Because that's one of the things that a lot of people say, like racists and that, and bigots say, innit, that doctors and engineers. But I most of the doctors I've seen haven't been from England, Scotland or Wales. Are very rare that I've had an English doctor. Makes me think there's something really wrong with me, because I think, oh, this is unusual. I'm kind of scared now. Because you're not friendly either.
What do you mean?
Do you know what I mean?
Have
Well,
you-
like the English doctors, I don't think they seem as friendly. I've had
I've had 50-50.
I grew up with an Indian doctor who was lovely. Well, I think he was Indian. Presume he was. Then there was, I think I had an Israeli doctor. I've had a Dutch doctor for a while.
There's a joke set up here somewhere.
What, an Indian doctor, an Israeli doctor, and a Dutch doctor walk into a bar?
I'm not fucking touching that.
No,
I'm not touching that.
no, I don't know where it would go either.
That's a setup that I'm not falling for. Not this early on. It's less than 2 minutes in. Carry on.
Yeah, deep hole to start from. No, that's and then a lot of the locum doctors as well. They're not English.
I mean, I've had 50-50.
So I don't-
I've had
Have
English
you?
doctors that have fallen asleep on me during therapy sessions, and I've also had English doctors that have essentially been like, how many of these drugs would you like? So I can figure out how we're going to write that down on the paper. And I'm like, yeah. There was a point where I had a mafioso style doctor that was like,
But just there's loads of rolls of carpet in the corner of the room.
Just-
Every now and then they just twitch and wriggle.
yeah, he was always making concrete shoes.
Yeah,
And like
loads of piano wire
It's just
all
fucking-
across the walls.
very unsanitary for a doctor. We had deli meat all over the counters in his office. He just had
Awful.
mortadella on the fucking seat on the ECG machine. He was using the thermometer to test the temperature of chicken cutlets.
Oh, and there was that guy dangling from his ankles on the meat hook as well, where when you had to where he was giving the examination, and you took your shirt off to show the doctor the thing on your back, but you were looking at the doctor.
Yeah.
That guy, I remember you saying that guy on the meat hook first went, ooh,
Yeah, but he
like
was
that.
with
And the doctor was like, shut the fuck up.
He was with a chiropractor. That's totally
What,
different.
the guy on the meat hook?
That's what that was. That was just chiropractic.
Oh, chiropractor, the Egyptian practor.
Chiropractor, yeah.
Yeah.
The Egyptian torture merchant, yeah.
Yeah.
So, in all of our time off, Jack, the world's
Yes.
gone mad.
Yes.
I don't know if you've noticed, England's been on fire. Britain's been on fire for months.
In terms of the World Cup, Jimmy, of course they were. England
Jude
were on
Bellingham
fire.
has caused a triple drought. Jude Bellingham out there with his silky skills. Do we hate him because he's black? Oh no, he's scoring goals for England. Now he's a national icon. The epitome of the World Cup. How the press and how the English public treat the England squad. Is like, they're like, oh, they're fucking black. They're bloody Africans shouldn't be playing. Oh my God, Jude Bellingham, player of the tournament. Player of the tournament. What
By
a
Jove,
guy.
they've got dark skin, but they're ours.
Incredible. Who was it who got a hat
Well,
trick
we
in the
don't
fucking
hate
final?
him because of that. We hate him because he's a Duke.
Jude Bellingham. Duke
Oh,
Bellingham.
Jude. I thought it was Duke Bellingham. I don't
Duke
know. I know
Bellingham.
nothing about football, me.
Elizabeth
I'm way
Duke,
over my head here.
Elizabeth Duke Bellingham, the famous,
Yeah.
the Lady of Gold, who also manages to do wonderful
Oh, and
Ramona.
they're bringing on the catalogue.
Oh, they've got the Argos out. The Argos out.
Yeah.
He's put his height as 6'2", but that does include the catalogue.
Strapped to either shoe.
Yeah. No, so Britain's been on fire.
Yeah. Oh, when I was up north, there was a big fire all across the
Wildfires.
hills set on fire. Yeah. And that was a few
Wildfires.
weeks ago. That. I tried bingo for the first time as well. Did we discuss this? You ever been to
I think
bingo?
we might have. I've not.
we? Okay.
I've never been as an adult.
You've been as a child
Yeah.
to a bingo hall?
Yeah, like, I admit, I'm from the northeast.
Oh,
like,
yeah, but when you were a kid, they must have been all smoking in there. That must have been a lovely
it was
atmosphere.
buzzing.
Yeah.
All the mums on martinis, Bacardi all round. Sorry,
Oh,
everyone on the Bacardi. Couple of VKs. For a belt of time.
I bet.
I had a couple Marlboros myself. But no, we're about to face the biggest, the worst food drought of our known history for us.
More than likely.
No, not
I've
more
always
than
thought
like,
it's weird.
For definite, no crops. There's no grain. There's no grain. There's no fucking wheat. There's fuck all. We have lost everything this summer. Like, farmers have made nothing. If they're growing grain, they've made nothing. Crops are fucked.
Right, I have a question here. It's leading somewhere. Where does rain come? Don't take the piss. How was rain made?
So what happens?
Because I think we've been lied to.
Because when a mammy cloud and a daddy cloud love each other, what they'll do is they'll get involved in some sort of like hot wife cuckold situation, and then a large black cloud will come along.
Yeah, stratus.
Yeah,
a big nimbus.
Yeah, a big nimbus will come along. He's wearing this nimbus cloud wears Timberlands. And a blue bandana. And Nimbus will come in and impregnate the lady cloud in front of the bitch-ass little fuzzy, almost translucent
that's what makes the clouds darker, isn't it, as well?
That's what makes... Yeah, and then fucking huge droplets of cloud cum fall from the sky.
Right.
I think that's what my science teacher told me anyway.
I think your science teacher was a child molester.
No, that wasn't the right one. The child molester was the biology teacher.
What would that even come under? Physics, then? Where rain comes from? It's not. It's kind of chemistry because it's evaporation, isn't it, and condensation. But it's chemistry.
I mean, yeah, there's probably an element of physics involved as well.
Yeah. And your teacher just added biology into it. The clouds
where it
fuck.
Wasn't needed.
Kids, the clouds fuck.
The clouds
That's what
are fucking.
happens. As they're dragging him out the room, as the police officer's dragging him out the room, the clouds fuck in front of their cook husbands.
Look, they're arresting me for telling the truth. Look. It's
They
the
don't want you
system.
to know. And the son used to wear sunglasses because he used to like watching the clouds fuck each other. They were prescription sunglasses. So the sea evaporates water under direct sunlight and heat, which goes up into the sky, forms clouds, and then the magnets that the government have placed in the top of the hills and the mountains draw the clouds over, and then it rains, doesn't it? So my big question is, if it's so sunny, and that's what causes rain and evaporates all the water, where are all the clouds? That's my first query, why I don't trust science. Makes no sense. It's nonsense.
Sorry. Break that down a little bit more for my fucking inferior mind.
So rain comes from the sea evaporating.
Yes.
The sea literally desalinates itself all over itself, and then that goes up into the sky and makes clouds. Clouds then get sucked towards the earth, like the islands and the continents, because of the big magnets that the government have hid in the mountains.
Oh, right. See, this is the
that
bit
draws the clouds over,
right.
And then the clouds release the water as rain.
Right, Jack.
So where are all the clouds if
Jack,
the sun makes rain?
Quick one.
Yes.
Britain, and notably, not an extremely mountainous group of islands.
You've got the Pennines, very mountainous where I live.
We've got the Pennines.
Snowdonia.
Yeah,
Mount Ben.
Yeah, we've only got a few mountains. It's not a very mountainous, but it rains all the fucking time. All the fucking time. Like, all the time. Then you've got places that have, like, a shitload of mountains. Say, like, even, like, the Alps.
Yeah. Snows, though, there, which is the same as rain, but colder.
Does it constantly snow, though?
That's what the snow is.
It's fucking hot a lot of the time.
Is it?
Himalayas,
I thought people ski there.
They do ski there, but like it's not constantly snowing. I mean, it's a notable
Top of
location.
Kilimanjaro's always got the snow.
It's cold at the top, you
The
see,
top.
so it just
Yeah,
automatically freezes on the fucking mountain. Yeah, what I'm trying to say is for like a group of islands that notably doesn't have that many mountains, and they're not big mountains. We've got a disproportionate amount of rain if your theory is to be correct, and there's a lot of mountainous regions that it should, in theory, be the wettest places on Earth and aren't.
Right. That's not my theory. I mean, the magnets bit is, but the
Yeah,
rest of it,
I am on about
that's-
your theory, the magnets bit specifically.
Oh.
Also, quick one: when and how did the magnets appear in the mountains? Because they did.
Probably whilst everyone was distracted during World War Two, they sent all of the strong people away, and then they were like, "Look, ladies, we've got a job for you. Drive these trucks up to the tops of the mountains."
Is that what that woman
And
was
then-
doing? The one that's in the poster in the blue overalls with the red bandana, and she's got
Yeah,
a
yeah,
bicep.
yeah.
She was ready
Yeah,
to carry magnets.
She was carrying. That's why she's showing off a bicep, innit?
So no clouds before World War Two.
Very few.
Very few.
That's why it was so dusty, and they were able to set the towns on fire.
So
Do you know what I mean? With the napalm and that.
when artists like napalm came in the Vietnamese War, you fucking mad.
Actually, it probably didn't, because more than likely nukes didn't exist, and the Americans were dropping napalm on Japan to cause what looks like a nuclear explosion. If we're to believe the more recent findings in the
Of who?
conspiracy sphere.
Of who?
Well, I don't want to name names.
I don't believe that we had. Yeah, there was no napalm before. Like, I don't think the 50s.
A lot of people think there was.
Yeah.
There's evidence of it. There's evidence of napalm though in that time.
Is there?
In the 40s? Yeah.
Okay. Polystyrene and petrol don't. I mean, it's very basic anarchist cookbooks. Actually, it's not even petrol. It's polystyrene and bleach.
No, it is fuel. It's in days gone. It is at least. It's polystyrene cups and petrol and not a diesel.
I'm pretty sure polystyrene.
We can't be describing this. I don't think.
Bleach and soap flakes is the ingredients for the base of
You're
a
close.
beautiful Battenberg.
Yes, yes.
A wonderful Battenberg.
But my follow up to my query about rain and why I think science lies to us about where it comes from, like you just proved there, we get a lot of rain. There's not many mountains. Why can't we, if that's the case, use like drone technology or something along those lines, or even something that sits loads of boys on the water, like Epstein's leftover little kids, float them on the water with some actual boys, and then between them string up huge tarpaulins of clear plastic so that captures the evaporated water, which would then feed down in a slant into a pipe or something that we can then pump onto land. Or just do that over rivers and lakes and the sea. I don't get why we can't do that.
Again, recap for I'm slightly.
Or why we can't build glass domes or plastic things around trees. If you look around, all the trees are still green.
Have you not
So
seen
they
that?
should build something around a tree to capture the transpired water off the leaf, so it drips down, so we can use it as a water source.
Yeah, I mean that does happen sometimes. That people do that as a necessity when you use plastic bags to trap water from plants. But first off, that's a shitload of plastic. Sort of not doing the whole.
Good for industry, though, isn't it?
I mean, you're pretty much fucking starting one fire to kill another. You know what I mean? Like,
Who cares?
a bigger
solving
fire.
a problem. I'm solving a problem.
A bigger problem to solve.
It's my job to solve that problem. It's the next guy's job to solve the issue.
Yeah, I
I've
hate
caused.
to be the person who comes after you in any
Same.
issue. Yeah, any issue.
No one wants to follow Mr. Nimbus.
I'm off the plastic domes and setting a glass dome over everything to heat it up and then desalinate it and evaporate it. You don't need to do that. We have purification plants and that to do that. I don't sort of see your point.
Uses electricity, though. My method doesn't use electric.
You'd still have to collect it somehow. No, you'd still have to collect it somehow. There would be
You build the plastic on an angle so it follows gravity down.
Yeah, right. And it's still at some point there is going to be transportation or some sort of refinement or something involved where you're going to need electricity, Jack. Like, you're not just going to have one piece of plastic and collect it in a bucket for the
What
world.
if you put it high enough up and angle it down, and it could have channels that follows down, like sky canals.
Yeah. That wouldn't cause a problem for, say, like, the avian world or the aviation industry at all, would it? Just perspex fucking lanes.
Barnstorm it.
Yeah, I'm not down with you.
No,
I like
that's fair enough.
Look, I like that you've got ideas. We're looking.
And that's what I am. I'm an ideas man.
You are an idea.
I'm not a man of science. I'm not a man of history.
Nope.
I'm not a man of morals. But I am an ideas man.
Top of your CV, just ideas, man.
Yeah.
So I'm here to think up stuff. Will I make it happen? No. Do I have the ability to even qualify whether it is a foreseeable, like a feasible concept? Fuck no. Not even considered that. But I'll make you think.
And if you give me a room of weak-willed, intelligent people,
Yes,
I
man.
will bully them into doing it. I will manipulate a room full of smart people. Yeah, of course.
Right. So in actual science news,
Yeah.
they're making viruses, Jack. The AI, they're making AI viruses.
Yeah.
And
it's about time, isn't it? Really? Because
Yeah,
it took a while to get to this point.
Look,
we've all been anticipating it.
We've had.
And viruses look like they've been made on a computer anyway. They're mental things when you zoom in on a virus.
Oh, insane.
Why? What is that?
Exactly.
I think they're the only thing that are alive.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I don't
To
think
a degree,
we are.
they are.
I think it's just them.
And we're all built up of all that shit. So
We're full of them. Yeah.
Now, to break it down, Stanford, the notable education establishment in the US of A, is using AI to develop viruses that currently don't exist in nature, which is definitely not the start of a film that we've all seen before.
But isn't that similar to what they did where they used to cage up monkeys and put them in the jungle and then try to give them different diseases to see how the jungle would affect them so that they could then bottle up those diseases that were then made because these monkeys had never been in these situations, so their DNA would react differently to the viruses which would then evolve within the monkey.
A little bit.
Isn't that where the Zika virus
that's
outbreak
different.
came from?
But that's different though. That's those viruses already exist, but
getting a new strain.
Nah, not quite.
That's what they were trying to do, I think.
Will you fucking let us explain, man?
No.
Fucking hell.
Are you new to the show?
It's not that they already existed, but like you said, in that environment, in the natural environment where that virus is prevalent, the animals, the organisms that can be affected have built up a resistance. So you don't get to see what the end result of the virus or the mutations or what comes of it would be because they've built up the antibodies. So what you're introducing is a test subject that is susceptible to the virus. Right. So it's not that it gets a new strain, it's we get to see its final form when it actually affects something it can affect.
Right.
Whereas this is like, oh, we're not going to give flu to a fucking someone in the little pygmy cunts out on the island where they eat everyone because they've never had a cold before, and we're going to see what happens. This is me and you. Oh, you know how yous have all had like fucking COVID, diarrhea, flu. Here, have AIDS too. This is different AIDS. This AIDS that hasn't existed before. Or not even AIDS too. Just what do you want to call it? What would you call a virus? What would you call a virus?
Bloxhorn.
Right, there we go. And then you just go, there, I've made this. Let's fucking see what happens. And I like that. I like that cavalier attitude where people are, this is what you said. This is an ideas person. They've gone in and they've gone, look, I want to chuck some shit together. And they're like, have you got an aim? Do you know what what you want it to do? Would you like it to like break down the nervous system? Would you like it to blind people? Maybe it's to prevent them from using their legs. You're like, look, I've not thought that far, Ed. What I want to do is just throw diseases into ChatGPT and then let it spit out its own version, and then let's put that in something. It's like Coke science again. It's Coke science is back, like 80s Coke science is back. I'm sort of against the AI bubble. We're going to we might talk about data centers, we might not. They're all over the place. They're going to ruin the world. It's the dot-com bubble all over again, but instead of just businesses that are going to lose a fortune because they've bought website domain names that they can't do anything with because they were on a whim and they were scared of what was going to happen, this bubble is going to drain all the resources from the planet. We're going to have these droughts forever. We're going to have no property left. Everyone's going to live within 30 meters of a data center that's going to measure every single part of their being, and we're all going to die like in the film Terminator. That's depressing. That's the sad bit. But coke science, I'm a fan of.
Coke science. Explain what you mean by coke science.
Cocaine science. Science done by people on cocaine.
Right. Because you'd said the 80s. I thought you meant like new coke. I was thinking, I don't understand.
Well, I mean, that was new coke in the 80s. There was new coke in the 80s, all right.
What if it's the sort of thing where they've gone I just want to make 1950s versions of rap songs with AI, but everyone's telling me that I'm bad and I'm evil for it. So what's something truly evil that we can do publicly with the AI so that people will become more accepting of my new art?
Do you reckon it is one pissed off Indian bloke who's been making like he's been making the AI videos of all the people singing to that stupid Rubbers tune that
it could be, but I like where you're going.
But he's got proper. Everyone's got pissed off at him, commenting on all this shit, going, "Stop with this slop, stop with this slop," and he's turned into like a fucking Spider-Man villain, going, "Oh, you call this AI slop? I'll give you AI slop. I'm going back to work." He pans away from the camera. The camera pans out of the laptop. Rajesh is there in his dorm at Stanford University. He's like, "You call this AI slop, eh? Oh, I'll show you." Oh, I was so close to doing the accent there. I did not. It's a Spotify. I'll show you.
Patreon.com/truthseeker.
Where I would have done that in full. And that's it. Now we've got, what was your virus called?
Bloxthorn.
Now we've got that.
What if, with the Indian fella though, what if it's a team of Indian people? Do you remember when they made that shop where they said that it's ran by AI, measuring everything that comes off the shelves, but what it actually was thousands of cameras hidden in the shop and a call centre in India watching? Yeah, what if they found out and they're like, "You made us do this, but you've got a computer that could do it." Whoa, no. And then they're like, we're gonna use your own stuff against you. We're gonna use your own science against you to fucking make you all ill. But before that, we're all gonna buy shares in something like Kleenex and make it so that it's a disease of the nose or the arse. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I've often wondered, the people that make toilet roll, do they invest in creating diseases?
Do the lads of India know what Kleenex is?
I'm not sure. They might have a different name over there. I know they've got the Adolf Hitler ice cream, so I imagine their branding over there is much different.
Yeah, I would imagine so, yeah. Yeah, okay. We'll skirt
Do you
that
think
one.
with the making diseases for your brands like that, do you think that's something that they do? Because I've always suspected it. Because I often think that cold and flu doesn't exist, and it's just a psychosomatic disease because everybody feels more ill at the time when there's loads of adverts on telly telling people that everyone else around them's got a cold.
We don't even live in a world where everyone watches adverts anymore, Jack. How the fuck?
But we did. Now, yeah, and how often now do you hear of someone having a cold?
All the time. Someone was yesterday, someone came into work with a cold.
And have they been watching reruns of TV from like 2008?
Nah.
Oh.
Nah.
Well, you've got me there then.
Have I finally... Is that
I'll
Jack breaking through?
I'll concede on that one. Your mate wasn't watching TV reruns. I'll concede on that. He may have got a cold naturally.
We're making fucking leeway. We are making leeway. What did you think about the World Cup, Jack? Quickfire?
Didn't bother with it. Didn't watch a single second of it. Wouldn't have watched it if I could see it through my window.
Absolutely fantastic. Glad we
genuinely not interested in it.
Brilliant.
There's nothing for me at all. I was worried. My main concern with the World Cup was it was going to be the instigation of Project Bluebeam, which didn't seem to happen. Apart from them releasing about, I think in the time of the World Cup and up to now, 200 and something UFO files. Apart from that, there was no drones in the sky showing fucking Ash Ketchum or Jesus or Vishnu or whoever else.
I mean, it's the World Cup. People wouldn't have give a fuck.
But there'd be a great place to put an alien invasion over the field, like at the end of
they're
Space Jam,
far
kind
too
of thing.
thick, man. They'd have just thought it was part of American halftime show. That's the great thing to take from the World Cup is, and this happens every time there's a big sporting event in America, is America tried to introduce the rest of the world to how American sports and American media works with its attitude to sport, i.e. the halftime shows, the amount of breaks, the emphasis on the entertainment over the sport, the commentary, the what's it called? The not critics, fucking the analysts,
Pundits.
the pundits, and everyone in the world went, "That's shit." Your version of that is shit. Wayne Rooney's like the halftime show was fucking shite. Everyone's the pundit. There was this one American pundit who was on he was on a punditry team with Thierry Henry, who you might know even if you don't know football.
Yeah.
The man was a legend of our times.
Yeah,
and Zlatan Ibrahimovic, both fucking football and legends. And then this American bloke, and it was literally like the two sound cool people in your school, and then the little fucking dweeby like kid on the end trying to make a jibe every now and again, and they're both looking at him like, you know,
shut the fuck up.
Yeah, literally like,
Yeah.
Who are you again? You daft cunt, like fuck off.
Is Emilescu a big name in football? I knew
he's a big name to me, mate.
Yeah,
he was
Patrick Berger. I knew of him.
Oh, Patrick Berger used to play for Portsmouth, lad. Now you're preaching. Now you're preaching.
I think I don't know who I know, but
the
I
flowing
don't know why.
locks of Patrick Berger. That is a rare pull. That like not many people. That is an obscure name for, especially this age in football. Not many people are going to know who you mean. That man held it down in centre midfield for Portsmouth in the 2006 season. Unbelievable crack.
Yeah, because before that he played for Liverpool.
He did play for Liverpool. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
so
why.
did Emilescu.
Yeah.
I don't know what. Oh, I've got something. Something. New Mexico in May. I think I might.
New Mexico, better than Mexico.
Yeah.
We're introducing New Mexico.
Mexico actually it's got just as many Mexicans as Mexico, the new one. But it's in America, so we
New
don't
Mexico, same great taste.
Low sugar, same Mexico.
Diet Mexico.
It's Mexico.
They don't say essay, they just say.
No, it's Mexico, but they've taken the filter off from all the films and it's not yellow everywhere.
Just grey.
It's normal. Right, so New Mexico, May. A Medivac helicopter. I think it was a helicopter. Might have been a plane. But a Medivac...
You don't want a Medivac plane. That's a very rush job, isn't it, really, that? As it's flying overhead with the stretcher dangling down just to scoop up whoever's there as it carries on.
Well, I'm guessing you
at least with a helicopter it can stop there.
Guessing you get in the plane.
Still, I'd rather a helicopter. It can get to more. You've got to be at a big field.
Regardless.
Or a big roof.
Medivac aircraft. There we go.
Yeah.
Gender neutral term.
Yeah.
Crashes in, I think, the mountains where there weren't any clouds. It'll be the magnets. We've already closed this one before I go on. It's the magnets.
They switched over to neodymium, and that pulls in the aluminium frames, you see, of the aeroplane.
So, Medivac aircraft crashes, killing everyone.
Right. The irony, of course.
It's not lost on me yet.
Yeah.
It's not lost on
Don't worry, we'll save him. We're from New Mexico.
New Mexico 100% health record team. We've got you.
Yeah.
To
the end.
It turns out.
Yeah.
In released.
That the mountain did it to the plane. The mountain just chased the plane down.
Sort of.
It hit the back of the plane, got hit by the mountain.
What the mountain represents did, because it was America did it. The American military were testing blackout technology.
Right.
Which is exactly that, which fucking just kills...
Turns all the electric.
Kills technology, kills fucking electronics, shuts down...
So, August 12th it's supposed to happen. It's been prophesised for quite a while all year online.
Quite a while all year online. The three best things I like to hear.
Yeah.
Quite a while sets a precedent. Then you say all year, which doesn't sound as long as quite a while. And then you say online, which cements the solid source. Well,
in the sense that for a number of years, there's been rumours that America are going to release blackouts on America and the UK are going to do it here. all year, I've literally been writing about it all year because I've been stressing out over it. To the point where I bought power banks and torches and stuff, just because I'm even seeing adverts
Have you
on buses
started
about it.
pickling things yet?
No, only my own brain
Yeah,
with antihistamines.
You need to start pickling things. Everything. Everything. Pickle your dog.
Shoe leather, new Coke.
Yeah, pickle like any hair you find in the carpet.
Oh, yeah,
Start taking.
It's funny you say.
Start
Edible
taking
hair.
hair. Start plucking like. Does your lass have ear hair? Does she ever have like a hair on her ear? Or
No,
anything?
I do. I've got one thick grey hair that grows
Yours
in my
won't
ear.
work. It's got to be hers, and you got to like pluck it out of her face somewhere,
Right.
and then just start. But like put that.
I'm
in
quite lucky in the way that my missus doesn't have an hairy face.
Does she not? Not got a beard.
No.
Live a little, Jack. Make your lass grow a beard for fuck's sake.
I don't know if she could.
Make her
I
try.
also think she'd hit me if I recommended it.
Get her on testosterone and see if she can grow a beard.
Eat this steak.
Yeah, scran this trend and fucking get a goatee, man. Fuck's sake. No,
Stop eating so many sausage and have a steak.
Start putting her hairs in a pickling jar in front of her. See what happens.
We'd probably do stuff like that anyway. Jar each other's hair
I
up,
imagine.
like-
I imagine you fucking.
Like I've got a jar of cow's teeth just out of shot there, so I've got all sorts, So
Yeah, that's fair, but it's not her. You know what I mean?
it's not. No, it's not her hair.
I'll start.
I think
asking
we've
her-
got some of her hairs in the car that we've been keeping.
Is that like on purpose, or they just you haven't hoovered?
Yeah. No. They're in the little wherever the middle compartment is.
Is
near
she
the
gonna have a
handbrake.
side? Is she on a side hustle making like fucking wigs? Because the Chinese have got that on lock. It's gonna take
it?
her a while to compete with the market of China.
No.
I mean, does your lass have access to thousands of Uyghur Muslims so that she could just shave the heads off against their will? Because
Well, it's funny you say that. She does, but she doesn't like me bringing it up.
doesn't want to. She's actually been collecting.
It's how we actually have been getting all the views on cute vintages. We bought them all for cheap phones, We did well last year. We thought we'll treat the lads. We'll get them some phones.
And then you just got them tapping constantly.
Yeah,
That's how
We
you go viral.
bricked up the windows. We don't give them a view.
Oh, you want to make them feel like home? Fucking hell, you don't want to make it feel like they're not at home. No windows.
Yeah. I did the Chinese. You say what you want about the Chinese, but they do a good deal
often
when
do.
you buy in bulk.
Oh, they love. They tell you what, the lads love a wholesale.
They do.
They don't like a one-off. They frown upon a one-off. Like but I suppose it's a culture that bases itself on rice.
Yeah.
Like when have you ever gone
And it
somewhere
used to be
and
really
ordered-
difficult for them when they used to sell the rice as the big solid piece of rice. And then once they started breaking it down into all the
once
little tiny
you
bits.
started grating it, then they were like, grated rice is fucking actually sound.
Yeah.
Because
A lot of people don't know that it grows as like an American football style.
Oh mate,
size
that's
thing.
because it's very rare you see a rice tree out in the wild.
A bit like how we would have a corn on the cob. They have a rice on the cob. I mean, they don't say it like that. They struggle with the rice
do they say
element of it. But I can't do it. It's not a Patreon. And my name's not Jimmy Budd. I don't do racist voices on a whim.
Hey, it's not. There's no.
It's done with love. It's done with love. But it's funny you say about hair. We brought up hair, and that's a perfect time for a segue for my entrepreneurial segment.
Right, go on.
Like-
Hit us.
I think that we should start making, like they were doing the pistachio hair stuff in pastries. I think we should make more flavoured hair, and we should be put into biscuits and things like that, so that you can chew it, because it's hard to break up hair with your teeth. So you can chew it, so it's like chewing gum, but then you can eat it, and you pass it straight out at the end because you can't really digest hair. So it's good for weight loss, and you get flavour, and you get, whatever other benefits you get from chewing, like on your jaw and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And you feel like you've ate, but you've actually ate something that's filled you up. Because one of the downsides of chewing gum, is it makes your body think it's digesting something, so it messes with your stomach acids ever so slightly. Whereas if you was ingesting the hair of a girl or of a goat, or whatever it is, like the equivalent, they bring back the woolly mammoths, shave off the wool, feed it to people in pastries as a stuffing instead of sugar. It's just flavoured like sugar. So yes, you're ingesting more chemicals, but on the other hand, you're also ingesting pounds of hair, and you can't digest that. So I think that would be good for people, and I think there'd be a lot of money in it.
I absolutely fucking hate everything you've just said. Because there's getting a hair like stuck in between, not even in between your teeth. You know where the tooth meets the gum on the front of the tooth.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you ever get a hair caught in there?
Mm-hmm.
Is that not one of the top 10 worst fucking feelings of all time?
Do you know where is one of the worst places to get hair? Under your eyelid. Your
Oh,
own head
yeah.
hair. I get that so more often. Never happens to me, missus. My missus has a lot more hair than me. I end up with my hair under my eyelid every now and then. I'd say at least once every 2 months.
Right.
And I have to pull it out. Agony while you're doing that. Absolute agony on your eyelids whilst it happens. And then as soon as you're finished, can't feel it, don't hurt. But while you're doing it, awful.
You boys got fucking luscious eyelashes. I'm a woman's dream. Like, I've heard so many lasses, which is a horrible. I don't know if you see it as a compliment. It makes us feel like they want to remove them from my face. But every lass, like, I wish I had your eyelashes, and it doesn't seem like, oh, that's nice.
In a pickling jar.
Yeah. It always makes me feel like you want to take my eyelids off and put them in a pickling jar, don't you? And I'm gonna look like the doctor that used to appear on very, very rare pull.
Or Tom when Tom's got to stay awake.
No, it's the doctor that used to appear on. I think it was like either BBC News or ITV News. It might have even just been the local one. It might have been Look North, or BBC Look North Tonight, or ITV Up North, whatever. But he was an Asian doctor whose eyes would pop out of his head when he gave advice. I'll always remember that fella when I think of someone's eyes popping out. No one's going to know. Subject, mate. Subject, if he's in the Patreon devotee.
Reese and Mrs. Reese.
They might. I wouldn't have fucking dropped their name on a Spotify. I have more dignity.
That's all right. They don't mind. They love it.
Regardless.
Don't you? It's Mr. Nimbus.
The eyelash under the fucking eye is... Because the eyelashes are thick hair.
Yeah.
Thick hair. And then you do the blink and it goes into the eyelid, into the head, and that's fucking it.
Apparently, you've got 4 eyelid mites living in your eyelashes at any given time of your life.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. They just live there. You can't see them, but they live there.
I can. I let them make themselves known. Yeah. Look, I'm a northerner. We're polite, friendly people. I want to know my neighbours. I don't have this southern attitude when it comes to the mites on my face. Same with them little tiny cunts that live all over your face. You know, the horrible looking bastards.
The ones that, I thought he was going to say, the little ones that live around like the base of your penis. You know, in
what?
The hair. They get in the hair. The little mites down there.
Your boy's fucking shaven clean. Like, I don't want to see no mites. I'm all right for that.
That's why I don't want to see the mites either. That's why I let it grow.
That's why I let it go full bush.
Also, I let it grow so that I can trim it down to sell a pube update on OnlyFans. You know what I mean?
Fucking hell. Now combine your idea from before with that. Start making...
Yeah, people... I reckon people possibly would pay to chew on my pubes.
Oh, unfortunately, I have a feeling that you'd sell that.
Yeah.
But now for the fact that I've just gave you the idea...
I'm a man without morals.
I want 10%.
I don't like the idea that you're becoming an ideas man. There's only room for one ideas man.
I'm taking over.
You're the man of morals, I'm the man of ideas.
I am taking over. Yeah, I am. I'm coming for your turf. I'm coming for your turf as an ideas gentleman.
Speaking of turf, I was on new turf the other week when I did that live show. I went to a big city for the first time in years.
God, right? That was fucking terrible. I thought it was beautiful. That wasn't a segue as much as like a shoehorn and like a proper fucking. That was a brutal shoe. That was a shoehorn made of concrete and razor blades and a microplane.
But it gets the shoe on, doesn't it?
Oh,
if you shave a bit off the back of your foot, is the shoe not easier to get on?
I suppose, but go on, carry on.
Because I have a question. I went into a shop that sold like grilled chicken. It was lovely. I had a lovely little wrap in there, right?
Yeah.
Then I went for a piss, and then I just spent the rest of the day worrying that I was going to have the shits. Because I went to the toilet, and next to the toilet were an hose with a shower head on it, toilet height. And I didn't think that was hygienic in a place that sells food.
It had what?
Because it was like a hose pipe attached to the wall next to sort of attached into the toilet.
Yep.
So I can only presume it's a shower for blasting your arsehole.
Oh yeah, it'd be yeah.
Rotten. Don't agree with that at all in a food establishment. It doesn't belong in there in my eyes at all. Because that's surely that sprays water, shit water up your arm and on the side and onto things.
No.
Whereas if you just
no,
shit normal and wipe it.
No. You pour the water into your hand.
From the hose, from the shower head hose.
Oh, is it a shower head hose?
It was like a shower head. It was like, let's say 3 inches long, an inch and a half wide, maybe an inch and a quarter wide. 9 jets on it. No, 8 jets, sorry, 2 fours. Looked like a high pressure shower head that was attached to the toilet system.
Oh, then yeah, what you got there, son, is a bum gun, yeah.
Yeah. I don't think that should... Is that normal? Do you see that a lot in London?
I don't know, because of where I'm at.
Right.
Like,
what does that mean?
Well, the Africans don't do that, and the Caribbeans don't do that, and the Eastern Europeans don't do that, and that's the area I'm in.
Right. So who does?
That's your Indian fellas.
Oh.
A lot of Asians.
Where's piri piri food from then?
Peri peri is Portuguese and South African.
Right.
But
Because this was called piri piri chicken.
yes, mate, and I hate to shock you here, but most places that are called like Bella Italia Pizza, those lads aren't from fucking Rome.
What's that accent that they speak in then?
It's probably Iranian.
Oh.
Yeah, most peri peri shops aren't run by Portuguese South Africans.
Well, either way, they had a bum blaster in there, and I don't
5000.
I don't think that should be there.
I mean, you could argue that a fucking toilet shouldn't be there because a toilet's blasting shit particles whenever you open the door all over a kitchen. So if you want to go that
I suppose,
far,
yeah. But this is spraying it onto you. Like, how do you've nipped in for a shit, and you think, oh, I'll just use the hose, and then you've got a soaking wet arse crack and ball bag. You put your trousers back on. You might as well have just shat yourself.
maybe they wipe first. Well, some don't. Some just go 100% bum gun because it's just not in the culture to use toilet paper. But I mean, the optimal way to do it, ideally, right, is the majority paper. Finish off with a laser jet to buff things clean.
And then
Polish.
a little bit more paper just to dab it to your arm.
Dab it. Don't wipe, because if you wipe, it's gonna fucking ball up, and you're gonna get fucking.
How many sheets of toilet paper do you use when you wipe? Like per stroke?
Oh. Are we really going into this?
Yeah, because I obsess on this and ask a lot of... I can't believe I've never asked you
I'll
this before.
usually take...
I obsess on this to the point where when my missus thinks I'm bringing it up with a new person, she stops me.
I'd laugh if she bust in the room right now being like, no, you've kept it
Oh,
going
Jack,
for this
no.
long.
Yeah.
He's never going to talk to you again. They never do after this. Nah, so, right, I'll measure out 3...
Measure out?
As in, like, I see that, look for the lines in the paper.
Right.
Yeah. 3 to 4 bits.
Right.
I'll tear it the 3rd or 4th. I will
Right.
fold.
All 4 of them?
Together, just in half. And
Right.
I'll wipe, I'll fold, I'll wipe, I'll fold. I may wipe again. They may then move on to the next piece.
Fucking hell. That's mental to me.
Am I
Everyone does it differently.
Am
yeah,
I
that's
living
what's mad.
bougie? Am I living bougie?
I think so. I think you wasted a fair bit of money on toilet roll.
Sorry, mate, but my ass is worth it.
See, I will get 1 square
Of
and
course.
then fold that in half.
Of course you will.
Give it a wipe with that. Fold that. Give it a wipe with that bit.
That sounds like way too much of a fucking pinpoint accuracy situation.
I'm a dexterous guy.
Aye, but you're only millimetres either side of having
And I will rub it till the red dye is coming out of the toilet roll.
The thing is, Jack, right, this is not the first time you've mentioned that, and not even just in the whole show. Recently, you've talked about how much you like to wipe your ass till it bleeds. And
Just because I'm
few
worried that it's
things-
dirty, innit?
There's a few things that I like that have become running bits on this show. The undercover operatives love that. Do you know what? I don't even mind the constant alluring to the fact that I'm racist. I'm not. I'd like to state that for the record.
Well, that's what makes it funny that you're not.
Aye, right. I'm not too sure we should make your red bleeding ass a running bit.
It's not a running bit. I forget that I've spoke about it. Maybe this is why my missus tells me off. But again, I don't how can you not know that it's clean until it's bled a little?
Well, until there's sometimes there's a stage between that where there's nothing.
Yeah, but there might still be a little bit.
Right.
You've got to get around. Just
Do you have anything we can actually? Do you have any actual topics we can speak on this week?
I do. Before we get into actual topics, I would like to announce that episode 75, Post-Apocalypse Now of Truth Seeking, has been accepted into the 14 Film Festival for an award, and will be getting listened to, possibly even listened to at the event of the 14 Film Festival.
How bad is
by
that
a
one?
panel of judges. Don't know. I did want to put in Piranha, but I felt that that was a bit ropey. I thought, so I thought I won't put that one in, but I put Post-Apocalypse Now in.
Did you even listen to it?
Listen to some of it more than likely. I don't remember stuff though. But
for fuck's sake! You know I've said.
I did say
stupid.
to you, but I said to you, which one should we put in a while ago, and you know, so
Did
I was
I
like,
reply?
I'll just use a little bit, but it wasn't with anything very helpful. So I was like, I need to get it in, so I got it in, and yeah, we've gotten through.
Are we good?
So was my cartoon about rabbits shagging.
Where is it?
Well, this is in Gloucestershire.
I mean, we could actually go to that. But there's every chance.
I can see if you can come.
There's every chance we could make that extremely awkward if someone's listened to that and then we meet them for the first, and we'll know. We'll fucking know. You'll know when we say, oh, and this is Jack and Jimmy. They made this bit, and then the people that have watched it just look at us and are like, we're not welcome to stay for this, are we? Who did I mock? Who did I create some sort of slur for? That people haven't heard before.
Yeah, I didn't really think about that.
Yeah, mate, I know, I can imagine that.
Well, but though I don't look great either, because one of the things that I'd put into it for myself was the cartoon Champagne, where them rabbits suck each other off and then get drowned in a sink, and that's definitely getting screened. I found that's gotten there. Like they did that section a while ago, like the choosing of it apparently, so that's definitely getting screened on the day.
They're not going to screen an audio podcast, so we're sound.
Yeah, I think it just goes through to the judges,
and they're not going to let that win anything because it's audio only. So that's absolutely.
They might. There was a podcast section, and it's 14, so it's for weirdness, the weird and the wonderful, and conspiracy. So,
Reed, we should have sent them the plain one.
The plane one? What was the plane one?
My investigation of the plane. That's
completely out of all of them, you worry about what you've said and stuff. That's the one that I worry about some of the most.
Why? Because it's fucking the one that I could... What? Because I got close to something. Because finally, God forbid, in a fucking conspiracy
you were giving
podcast...
addresses and stuff, and you were really fixated and I know it was, but it's...
Readily available public information.
Yeah, but it just felt... It just felt naughty.
Felt right, didn't it?
No, it didn't.
It felt naughty because we were onto something, Jack.
We've done quite a few episodes where afterwards I've gone and gotten in bed and thought, was that okay? For that one, the majority of that episode, I was lying in bed thinking, I don't know if we can put that out.
So your problem is you live in the world of
paranoia,
conspiracy fantasy. You're happy to buy into any idea as long as there's not a legitimate threat or fear that can come off the back of it. And do you know why that?
The fear I have is legal action.
You know why that exists? Because that means we're getting close to the truth.
No, it doesn't. It means people want to sue you because you're saying things about them. I
haven't got any money, so they don't stand anything to make unless it's a secret's worth covering up. Right?
True.
And if that secret is that you have a fucking plane that is owned by a business that is based in a fucking pillow factory in like downtown LA or some shit, that was just the slums, that also is the home of 20, 30 other fucking random businesses, some of which were tied into each other, some of which were not. Excuse me if a fucking slightly paranoid stoner with way too much unlimited access to the internet does some digging. That's not my fault. That's their fault.
maybe we enter that one into next year's.
Maybe
There'll
I'll
be
send that
more.
one to
There'll be
fucking...
more film
Send that one
festivals.
to fucking... That's amazing.
Send,
Right, give us
but I
a...
do have a topic.
Thank fuck. You had some questions, apparently, as well.
Questions?
Maybe you didn't. The look tells me you didn't.
I don't think I had questions.
Sick.
I had the hair idea was my entrepreneurial segment. If that's what you're thinking. This makes it sound like we've planned the episodes. The listener doesn't like thinking we've planned. So, did you know about the TSA gerbils?
No.
Right, mint. So, Canadians come up with this idea to go, hey, gerbils can know when a person's scared. They can sense it, and it makes gerbils act a bit weird if a human around them is scared and nervous. So, what if we use them at customs to try and figure out if someone's doing something a bit dodgy at customs? So the Canadian scientists had a little mess about with this because the gerbils can sniff and sense the adrenaline from a person in the air, and then failed miserably. Didn't really work. Nothing. There was no real way of telling if the gerbil knew that if the gerbil was scared and acting weird because of the smell of adrenaline in the air, or if the gerbils are just kind of scared because of all the noises in an airport. So a bit of time passes. And
You've got to let the gerbils acclimatise. They might have thought they were getting deported.
Oh yeah, getting sent home to where gerbils are from, because it can't be from Canada. I wouldn't have thought.
No, it's not.
I imagine they're from like Middle East. I would have thought like
America.
hamsters and that. Oh, is it South? Do you think?
Well, that's
I know
where like,
guinea
pigs
pigs
are from, isn't it? So I reckon.
Yeah, but like in my head, hamsters are sort of like Southern European and North Asia.
All right.
And I consider a gerbil to be a rich man's hamster.
All right. So let me have a look.
Go on.
Let me have a look.
Where does the gerbil come from?
Where are gerbils from? In the wild. Africa, India, and Asia.
Oh.
All right. So Mongolian,
Mongolian.
Mongolian, Chinese, and Siberian. It's hardy. What
like a hamster then.
Those are some hardy animals.
Is gerbil just another word for hamster then? Because you have hamsters of most of them varieties as well.
No.
No?
No.
Because you have... fair enough. So, few years pass, no one's touched it. And this seems like... Do you remember when we did that list of the things that Doge found about the American government wasting money? Of all the crazy experiments and research they'd been doing?
Yes.
It feels like it would have been on that list if someone managed to do it for Canada.
Yeah.
So then something happens, and then it seems to fall on the Israelis' lap, and they decide they'll use them at Tel Aviv airport to try and find terrorists and things like that, and using a fan to secretly blast the sweaty air from the not the passengers of an aeroplane.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I would say so. Yeah, they're not all the fucking pilots, are they?
No, that's what I was struggling with. Passenger just feels a bit too terrestrial, doesn't it, really?
What, for people
Doesn't feel
on
like
an
they'd be
airplane?
in the air. Yeah.
No, they're definitely passengers.
Okay. Well, the passengers, they would blast them with a fan towards a secret box of gerbils, where allegedly they've given the gerbils a lever after trying to train the gerbils to pull the lever when they sense the sweat in the air from the people. And that didn't really work very well, because it turns out it's quite hard, apparently, to train a gerbil to pull a lever when it needs to. But I think you can make a gerbil pull a lever for food, if that makes sense.
I mean,
but you can't.
You can with most things. Yeah.
You can't train it to do it when it smells the sweat if it's not going to get the treat. It'll just do it for the treat. That's what I took from what I read.
Okay.
Anyway, they were trying to use it to find terrorists and things like this, and people being dodgy at customs.
Yep.
Didn't catch a single one. All
That's
it actually
mental.
does... Well, because the people that seem to sweat the most and panic the most at airports are people that are terrified of flying. So
yes, known.
the gerbils go off, set off the little gerbil alarm when someone comes along with a genuine phobia already of flying and being in airports. So then they get pulled aside, searched, investigated, making their experience worse.
Then they get told, sorry while we just let the gerbil out loose around you, which
Yeah.
already you're like, this is a fucking
But-
situation. What the
Yeah, I'm
fuck
not
is going?
Richard Gere.
Yeah, well,
Leave me
This is
alone.
all a South Park episode, by the way. The gerbil.
Yeah.
As soon as you went TSA and gerbils, I was like, right. At what point does the gerbil go in the arse of the person?
Yeah, but that's
Like-
what I was thinking when I found the article, because I've framed this in a way where it so it's chronologically makes sense. But when you first read about it, it gets on. So anyway, the Israelis went, "This is pointless. All we're doing is making people's experience of using a plane much worse. This doesn't really work for us. We'll stop using this." Fast forward again a little bit. MI5 start using gerbils in some types of advanced interrogation with terrorists and potential terrorists and accused terrorists. And at that point, that's what the article starts with that I was reading. And it makes out that, well, I thought they're putting them up people's arses, surely,
Yeah, obviously. What
as,
else are you
as
gonna
an interrogation method.
Yeah,
Do you know
of
what I
course.
mean? But no, what they actually do is while they're interrogating the person that they think to be a terrorist or whatever else, they put their hand, allegedly make them put their hand in a box they can't see in, full of gerbils,
do? Right.
and don't tell them there's gerbils in there, I assume, and then see if the gerbils can pick up on the nervousness of the person to try and figure out if this person's nervous because maybe they're a terrorist whilst they're being interrogated. Because they've got their hand in a box they can't see in that's full of gerbils.
So they're essentially making them take part in like a game of Fear Factor in order to get a flight.
Yeah, or to prove that they're not a terrorist. So say you've been wrongly arrested or whatever, and you're going to be panicking anyway. As soon as you hear MI5's involved, even if you are a terrorist, you're panicking. Even if you've been trained, I would have thought.
I would imagine
You
so.
Tuck into a room and then hand in a box of gerbils. You feel them running about. They're probably scratching you, probably biting you. Because the gerbils are scared because you're sweating fear into a small box that they can't escape.
America's mint, innit?
America had nothing to do with any of this.
Oh, sorry. Well, North America in general. North America in general. Also, what about people that have a fear of rodents? Which I would imagine is a lot of people who also
Or an
have
allergy.
a fear of flying. They probably have other fears. So,
Yeah.
like, the killer combo, and then probably also have a fear of authority. So now they've
Yeah.
got people in, like, fucking probably bulletproof vests and shit because they're...
Or at the very least with a lanyard.
Which is scary enough. Funnily
Yeah.
enough, I was walking past... so I live right near a small hospital. I don't know if you could even call it a hospital.
Add it to your notes, guys.
Yeah. Oh, don't worry. I'm moving in 2 weeks. Fuck off. You have to try somewhere else. So I live near a hospital. Now, near that hospital is there's like a travel lodge and a couple of other things that people often sit on the benches outside of and they get pissed and stuff. And there was this wifey, like, I seen her nodding. She's like nodding on the fucking bench, proper gouged out. And like I seen she had one fag in one hand that she's constantly trying to lift to her mouth that isn't lit. And then she's got like four or five other fags. I keep saying fags. Cigarettes. I forget. Look,
We have a couple American
I'm
listeners.
from a different time and a different place. We call cigarettes fags. It's
Yeah.
not. I've got a different name for them. but she's nodding, and I'm looking, and this wifey's like late 40s, early 50s. She doesn't look she's gouging out. She's fucking nodding, but
Yeah.
she doesn't look a mess.
She's new to the homelessness.
She's not homeless.
Oh.
She had like work trousers and like a workish jumper on and a
Oh.
lanyard. So as I'm walking past, I'm like, quick scout at the lanyard, see what's going on. Doctor written all over it. Yeah. I had a moment like,
Nice little way how it's looped back to the start of the show. That's lovely.
what do you mean with the creative?
We were talking about doctors at the beginning, weren't we?
Were we?
Yeah, of different ethnicities.
Oh, we were. Well, this last was very much English.
See?
Very much English. Yeah, it proves that we don't
English
need them.
doctors aren't good.
Not very good.
Yeah.
They're all heroin addicts or on the spice.
Yeah.
But mate, I couldn't work out whether she was. I went through all the options in my head. I was like, is she on shift? And she's nodded off during her tab break. Has she finished shift? Is she even a doctor? Is she like Is she just wearing someone's lanyard? Like,
What if she was having a cig, fell asleep, and then someone nicked the cigs, and someone went, "You can't do that, mate. She's a doctor. Don't be harsh." And they've gone, okay. Took the box of cigs and like 8 of them, and left her with 5 in her hand.
I genuinely had that exact thought
Yeah.
in my head. That the optimistic part of us was like, nah, she's just knackered after it. I literally went, oh, NHS crack. Oh, she must be knackered after a hard shift and she's just going to have a tab on a bench. And then
After a day of dancing in the wards.
Of having people hitting pots and pans for her.
Yeah. Oh, she's got a right headache on her. Oh.
No, I genuinely was like, oh, she must have fallen asleep after a hard shift. Someone's robbed her tabs and then put some back in her hand. I literally had that exact thought. And then
I reckon that's what it
the
is.
other part of my head went, fuck off, she's very clearly on skag. What the fuck are you talking about, you absolute Doyle? That woman is on gear. Like, she should never be allowed near a human ever. Like, the TFL. TFL, the fucking lads. That's what TFL means.
Oh yeah, okay.
TFL means the fucking lads. TFL,
And the lads are, is that a group that we've chosen before?
TFL are the people.
The lads as in they're good cleaners and strong.
TFL are Transport for London. So it's the people who run all the transport in London.
I thought it was a select group of special operatives that we had, but
They are.
okay.
They are. The TFL pretty much are all special operatives for the most part, but just special operatives that get paid so much more than me and you.
Overcover operatives.
It's insane how much they get paid. DLR doesn't even require a driver.
What do they do?
Someone stands on it.
So what's TFL do then as a
Everything
job?
from bus drivers to train inspectors to fucking the ones that just work at the station. Anything to do with public transport in London.
Right.
So anyone who works on the buses, the trains, the underground, like anything like that is managed by TFL.
Would you like that as a job?
For the fucking money, I could do that for a job. It's really fucking easy.
But you speak about trains a lot, not in like a weird way, but you've had a lot of stories that revolve around things like that.
Right.
Train station, because you like observing people in these situations.
Right, you say that.
So
I
would
literally
that not
spent
be-
an hour outside of King's Cross yesterday doing that with someone.
This is what I mean.
We
man.
sat there doing that, just talking
try
about
and get
it.
a job in one of these places. You'd
No, but I
fucking
already
love it.
spend enough time on the fucking trains because you've got to hear anywhere. So like
What was
that's
that?
that's a cat.
Is it? That sounded mental through the mic.
Mad,
That didn't
innit?
sound like cat at all. Go on, carry on. Sorry.
It's got the maddest fucking meow, mate, and it's incessant. Like once she goes, that's it. It won't stop now. Rito, TFL. One thing I didn't know that TFL had, I didn't know they were shooters. They have TFL snipers. Snipers
It's got to be difficult in an underground.
have killed over 600 pigeons in the underground system.
Oh, they are in the underground with them.
Yeah.
Sniper seems a bit much.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you go full bore, really. I don't think sniper's enough. If you go pigeon shooting, right? You take a shotgun if you're on the underground. Like, you're going up and down a tunnel with what I would guess is very little to no chance of hitting anything else that's alive. If it's in the tunnels of the underground, it's probably fair game anyway. You shoot a homeless person between fucking like King's Cross and Paddington Station or whatever. No one's finding that.
No.
You can just shoot them.
It seems mad to use guns. Why not use, something on the tracks with some metal netting that can be electrified at a certain point, and then just rag that through in the middle of the night, 4 a.m, when none of the trains are... I assume the trains all stop at a certain time.
For a little bit.
So during that time, they rag it down, all the thing. It captures all of the birds against the metal mesh, electrocute them all, prize them off, bin them, do it that way.
Infinitely more...
one foul swoop.
Infinitely more expensive, intricate, more dangerous, harder to plan idea than... Wait there.
Okay.
Loads of hours put into developing something that could run on the rails, fit tunnels that vary in diameter and size throughout the system. They also have loads of bits hanging that anything will get caught on. Or tried and tested method that has used for hundreds of years, gun.
Yeah, but mine sort
Is
of
a
develops
shit
some
idea.
jobs and removes jobs from other people.
No,
It's good, better for the economy.
It's terrible.
Why not just gas everything down there then?
Mate,
Or
no,
could you not seal it off?
No.
Like hermetically seal it and then suck the oxygen
No,
out
you
of
couldn't.
it?
Do you know how
So
big the
everything's
underground system is? Are you fucking unreal? It's like fucking thousands
No
of thousands
idea.
and thousands of miles of tunnel. Of course, you
Do it
can't
in sections.
You can't hermetically.
Build sections.
You cannot hermetically seal the underground. You fucking mong.
What about sections of it?
You're being a mong.
Oh.
That's impossible. Literally, the best idea is gun. The reason that fumigating them won't work, they already live and survive in the underground. It's like, imagine, right, for a second, you know we used to take canaries down mines,
Yeah.
right? So we used to take canaries down mines.
Yeah.
Imagine the canaries suddenly become impervious for being able to detect the fumes, and they just manage to survive down there. That's what these pigeons are like. So
Okay.
they've been exposed that much that your regular airborne disease or like any sort of pollution is not fucking these up. These have hardy lungs, a good 40 a day smoker's lungs.
Oh, you need a different. There's got to be a better way of killing them then. A different way of killing them than just walking around shooting them. It just doesn't seem like you'd get much done. I know you said it was a lot, like what, 400,000 did you say it was?
600.
600 pigeons.
You thought they'd right, okay.
That's why I thought you need a different way of doing it if it was that many.
400,000 pigeons.
That's what I had in my head, yeah.
That has me picturing, like, I'd go to work on the morning and outside...
You're going to work on a pigeon.
No, I'm going to work on the morning and like outside every station, it's like back home during foot and mouth disease, and like blokes are just piling up fucking like Auschwitz style like piles of bodies of pigeons just outside stations going long night to night, boss. And he's like, his sniper rifle is the barrel's blown because he's gone through so many bullets. They've both got him and his spotter have both got PTSD, sat there like just with feathers everywhere. Like, I'm not going back in there, boss. I'm not going back in there. I can't go back in the tunnels. I can't go back in the tunnels. Never, never, never. I'm gonna cycle everywhere from now on. And then they just leave London and move to the countryside, far away from everything. Live in a cottage where it's just not accessible by anything. And then they just make friends
in
with
a cottage
birds.
not accessible by pigeon.
No, they only have birds as friends.
Oh. Instead of Auschwitz, it should be something like Krakow. You know, like Krakow.
I'm just going to let you sit with that one for a bit, mate.
I think it was quite nice.
Yeah, I'm going to let you sit with that one for a sec. I think you deserve to sit with that one for a bit.
More than happy to. But that's what you think they'd do? They'd move to a cottage with... I think they'd love that. The sniper being like, fucking hell, 400,000 of them I got last night. In a night.
That is a fucking kill streak.
Getting
right?
about with like a chain gun, like a Red Dead style chain gun on a train cart. Pounding them all.
That is a
But
way...
if you made it so that it doesn't fire rounds, because that's going to be bad for the tracks, could derail a train, because obviously you've got to pick up all your rounds and stuff then as well in case it
and all
lands
your
on the
pigeons.
track. Yeah. But what if you used it so that it fires air out, like in little, like the things you can get where you pull it, you let go like a slingshot and it fires a blast of air.
Yeah.
Surely if you can put that into a really, really thin barrel,
I
it
reckon...
could be enough to at least upset a pigeon.
I reckon we're looking at this the wrong way. What we should actually do... Britain, obviously, we've started rewilding. We've done the beavers recently, yeah? We've introduced beavers. Wolves are always on the fucking agenda somewhere. How about, right, we introduce, like we sort of try and make, reintroduce it, but we make it adapt and like we start introducing like tunnel hawks or like tunnel wolves.
Great name for a gang, the Tunnel Hawks.
The Tunnel Hawks, yeah, and the Tunnel Wolves as well. The Tunnel,
Tunnel Hawks is cooler.
Tube Wolves.
Yeah, Tube Wolves.
The Tunnel Hawks versus the Tube, and we have them patrolling different lines.
Underground hogs.
Yeah, the underground the down and dirty hogs. Yeah, I like that. And we wild animals roaming and in the tunnels, and they can get rid of all the pigeons. And I obviously assume that they're a less of a threat or a risk to the tunnel system than a pigeon. Is like a wolf or a fucking massive hog that would almost certainly derail a train. But it'd be great to see. Because the one thing about being on the tube is you never see anything out the window, you just see wall. But if every so often I saw wall and then like splattered wolf and then wall, I'd be like, oh, that's interesting. That's cool.
Yeah, that would be pretty good. I'd love that, you know.
You'd make so much money.
Yeah,
make so much money.
Call it, that could get me to go to London.
I'm off to see the smushed animals. The smushed animal tour.
I'm off to see the groundhogs, the wonderful groundhogs of
Piccadilly line.
Yeah, I don't know enough train stations. I realised my foibles then. I was like, fuck.
We've got.
Speaking of animals, though, being introduced.
Fantastic. We've got 5 minutes to close out.
There's all of these things online about the American government allegedly hiding boxes of ticks infested with a special strand of Lyme disease onto farmland, privately owned farmland that hasn't been affected by like governmental bodies and privatised by weird companies that want to buy the land from underneath the farmers. And you've probably been seeing about it here and there, the little boxes of Lyme disease infested ticks. Our government's doing something a little bit weird now.
Did you know that Lyme disease was most likely the creation of a lab leak? The result of a... Oh shit, we've doors ringing. 2 seconds.
Okay. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Jack Hoff Hour. Introducing our guest this evening, it's Mr. Bojangles. Mr. Bojangles, how the devil are you? Well, I'm alright, thank you very much, Gary. It's not Gary, it's Jack Hoff. Oh, I do apologise, Jack. My name is actually Mr. Bojangles. And Jimmy's back, ladies and gentlemen.
Right, what the fuck have you done and now you're going to cut that out, or is that staying?
That can stay in. It fills the empty time, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
It gives you a reason to listen back to see what was going on there.
I'm never going to listen back. But yeah,
tell him in the comments. Send him messages.
Disease.
Also, sorry, can people start sending Jimmy messages about the show and about how much they like the show and not just me? Or maybe even send them to the Truth Seeking page rather than just sending them to me, because then Jimmy gets to see it as well. But carry on. Lyme disease invented in a lab.
In your fucking bollocks. Basically, yeah, Lyme disease, sort of unheard of for a long time. Went away for a while, and then I'm gonna have to. You're gonna make me find something. I should never have mentioned it.
One of the biggest risks to my profession, Lyme disease. It's why I don't really work on roadkill and stuff like that, because the ticks that can carry it. One of the things they do, one of the side effects of it, if you don't treat it, or it can linger in you, but it can change the way your brain works and make you go mental.
Oh yeah, it's a prion. It's one of them, like a prion disease, isn't it? So like, it's one of them. It can lie dormant for ages. You don't know you got it, and then bang, hits you. Nothing you can do about it, and you are dead, pretty much.
Yeah, but it can make you go insane as well.
Yeah,
so that's why I'm like, I don't fancy that. So,
but it's good. I fucking can't find it. But yes, there was papers for. Oh, here we go. Lovely. So, Lyme disease originated in Lyme, Connecticut. I think it's Connecticut.
Lyme Regis.
In the 1970s. Lyme just happens to be mere miles away from a US lab studying insect-spreading bioweapons in the 1960s. So, the original disease was found in, I think it's called Oetzi, a 5,300-year-old mummy in the Eastern Alps near the Italian border. The evolutionary history of Borrelia burgdorferi, which I think is the name of the virus, the disease, has been examined by scientists, and then upon doing tests on this, lab leak, Lyme disease exists.
Ooh.
Please do carry on what we're going to say.
That's interesting, though. That's interesting because that adds into the idea that it's being spread now by the American government, supposedly, or a private company. But our government is now moving to ban flea and tick treatments for animals in the UK for pets, because apparently it's now a risk to the environment to put spot on and stuff like that on your pets, to get rid of fleas and ticks. Apparently that's now bad for the environment.
I mean, that makes sense. It makes sense that it has been, because anything that prevents anything is probably killing stuff. So Obviously, you got to think with
Yeah, but it's very coincidental that it's at the time where it seems somebody, at least, is spreading diseased ticks around. What you know?
yeah, that obviously coincidence always makes things seem dodgy. However, at the same time, you got to think that, like we've said many a time, like science, like developments in science are only as good as they are at that moment. So like something that we think is beneficial is for the time, and then further down the line, we're like, yeah, it was beneficial for that purpose, but it also had X and Y consequences that were ridiculously damaging to the environment or had massive side effects on people. Blah 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 blah. So that is quite likely. You got to think anything that's going to kill something, like weed killer, great for killing weeds. Doesn't know what a weed is in comparison with anything else.
No,
It's going to kill everything.
just no idea.
Yeah, exactly. People think weed killer targets one thing. Like, how the fuck? You think this tiny little liquid that they sell litres of for a few quid knows how to target certain genetics, genomes, DNA strands, and goes, yeah, I'll just kill them ones.
dandelions.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm only going to affect the RNA in a dandelion. Don't worry, boss. Like
Ethnic
that,
cleansing would
saluting up from the floor.
Ethnic cleanser would be so much easier if you could just sell a drink that had the thing in that only targeted one specific set genome or one specific fucking set of DNA.
I wonder though, do they do that with foods for different areas to impact on the behaviours of different people, and then they just blame it on, racist stereotypes and things like that, and say actually, and that's the idea of phrenology and stuff.
Yep.
But it's actually just chemicals they're putting in food in different areas.
Don't know. All I know is E-numbers are class.
Yeah, I like the one that makes things blue.
Oh yeah, right. And I think on that note, mate,
join the Patreon. We put three. Was it 3 out?
Yeah, we put two and a little tiny bit of where you thought I did something that I didn't do.
Yeah, go and listen to that.
And I definitely didn't do it.
£3.
I also don't know how loud this mic's been for the entire show, but we'll see. I think it was fine.
Sounds fine on my end.
Fantastic. Right. We're back.
Yeah, for now. See you in a bit.